Square. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than my normal videos. I was tagged by Irit at all the Crochet Fun to answer 10 questions about crochet hooks. But before I get to that, I just want to say a thank you to Jam Ann and to Sandra Irizarry. And I apologize if I mispronounced your names, but they both sent comments to me to help me make my channel better. I was having a few issues that I didn't even know about. So thank you so much for that. And if anybody else notices anything out there, please let me know. I do want to make this channel the best it can be. And technologically, I'm not all that great. Okay, so Irit at all the Crochet Fun sent me 10 questions to answer about crochet hooks. And if you haven't checked out Irit's channel, I highly recommend it. She does yarn reviews where she's actually crocheting with the yarn so you can see how it crochets up. She does not use animal fibers, so she's always looking for yarns that mimic yarns with animal fibers, and that's really fun to watch. And then she'll show you some of the projects that she's working on. When I first started my YouTube channel, Irit was one of the first people to welcome me to YouTube, and she helped me out with tips and how to set up my channel, and I am so appreciative to her. So go check her out. Okay, so let's talk crochet hooks. The first question is, what is your favorite crochet hook? Hands down, it's the Clover. It has a nice ergonomic handle. It's very comfortable, has a flat front for your thumb to rest on. If you get one with a flat back, it's probably an imitation. Clover has a rounded back and a flat front. It has a brushed metal hook that's tapered, so it slides really easily in and out of the yarn. And the top does have a pointed top there on the hook, which goes through the stitch easier. So I know they're more expensive, but I think they're worth it. What is your favorite size crochet hook? My favorite size is between a 3.5 and a 4.0 millimeter hook. And the reason for that is I find that a smaller hook with thinner yarn produces an elegant end product. So there are times when I prefer a larger hook if I want to make something quickly or something big and fluffy, but in general, I prefer the smaller 3.5 to 4.0 millimeter hook. Do you prefer tapered or inline hook? Okay, so if you don't know what the difference between a tapered and an inline hook is, let me show you. So this is an inline hook, and the top of the hook is in line with the shaft. It has a deeper throat and also a deeper hook. Let me show you a tapered here so you can see the difference. A tapered will have, the head will come above the shaft. It won't be in line with the shaft. And it also tapers in, and the throat is smaller. So there you go, you can see the two. A lot of teachers say it's better to learn on an inline hook because it helps you to keep your tension consistent. I prefer a tapered hook. I find that I get caught up on this with my yarn and it slows me down. So it's a matter of preference, but my preference is a tapered hook. How do you grip your hook? Pencil or knife? So this is pencil and this is knife. And I'm definitely a knife hold person. The reason for that is when I first started crocheting, my wrist was starting to hurt, so I did a lot of research on that, and it seems to be the consensus that a knife hold is less stress on your wrist, and I found that to be true for me, so I stuck with the knife hold. Does the style of hook dictate how you crochet? No, I would say the way I crochet is always the same. The only thing that might be different is if I were to use an inline hook, it would slow me down and I might split my yarn a little bit more. But as far as how I crochet, I do it the same way, regardless of hook. Do you prefer ergonomic hooks or regular? Well, since I prefer the Clover hook, I do prefer the ergonomic hook. I just think it's more comfortable, and I think it is also less stress on your wrist. What are your thoughts on lighted hooks? So one of my very dear friends bought me this set of lighted hooks. Let me see. These here, which are adorable, and I love them. I don't use them that often because I'm usually crocheting in the light, but if I'm in bed crocheting and I don't want to wake up my husband, then I'll use them. I just have to make sure I point the light at the stitch so I can see it, but I love them. Have you ever used a hook with interchangeable heads? No. My husband is a mechanical engineer, and he always says that the more parts there are, the more chance for problems there are. So even when I'm shopping for kitchen utensils, I look for one-piece utensils, one piece of metal. That's it. Nothing can go wrong. He has me totally trained. So no, I have not used interchangeable heads. Do you prefer projects that require small stainless steel hooks or larger hooks? If what's being referred to here are the tiny stainless steel hooks that are used for lace, I haven't really done any lace projects. I intend to in the future because I like to try everything. But as of now, I prefer projects that use the larger hooks. And when I say larger hooks, I'm still talking 3.5 to 4.0 millimeter for me, just not those skinny hooks. That may change though. Okay, if you were only allowed to use 2 hooks for the rest of your life, what? Who would do that to me? What would they be? Well, they'd definitely be clover. I would say a 4.0 millimeter and either an 8 or a 10 millimeter. 8 or 10. 10 millimeter. I feel like that would give me the widest range, so I could do larger projects and smaller projects with both of those, and changing my tension, I could probably get a pretty wide range. So that was the 10 questions. Thank you so much for tagging me, Irit. Now I am going to tag Nancy's Hooked on Crochet. If you haven't checked her channel out, she crochets jewelry, she does giveaways, she has yarn talk. She's a lot of fun, so go check her out, and I will put a link to her channel below as well. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I will see you soon.